Aha. Ooh, nothing much. I had a little nap. My bad. Time almost got away from me.
It's 9:32.
I know. I'm saying that I almost fell asleep and I almost didn't wake up in time.
I texted you.
I know, but I'm saying I woke up. Hello, listeners. Welcome to the High Data Podcast. Welcome back to the High Data Podcast. We've been gone for a number of pod days because of technical difficulties and BS. No longer will that be the case. We're good and we're ready to go.
Are we?
Not quite. We are missing the third. Now, as we wait for him, we could explain what's been going on, inform the people. So, the app that we do our wonderful pod on has been bought up by Spotify. And now it is called Podcasters for Spotify. And it was once known as the Anchor app. Long story short, big bank take little bank. Spotify took Anchor app, and there was a lot of features taken, added, etc., and we couldn't get the pods running like we could. Cameron was here for the last week, and we were trying to get the pod going, but Whitley's side wasn't working, and we didn't know what was going on. It was frustrating me, but we fixed it. So we're here. Yay. Hello.
Okay.
You said what?
I said we fixed it. Yay.
Yes, we did fix it. Thank goodness. Where are you? What are you doing?
Eating a big ass Domino's pizza by myself.
Oh, what type of pizza is that?
Cheese with feta on it.
Well, isn't that feta? Isn't that cheese?
Shut the hell up.
Okay. All righty. How have you been? How's your week? How's your life been since we've last been on?
Nothing. It's pretty bland. We ain't really been doing nothing. Not working.
Well, I've missed you. We've missed you, and we need to get right into it. Waiting for this man named Cameron. Damn it. I don't know. He's in the group chat. He got the same messages we all did, but if he doesn't, then we're going to continue. Unfortunately, we had the chance to continue without Whitley, and I said no. But I'll be honest with you, Whitley. For some odd reason, if Cam came through and you didn't come through, and it was like it's not working, I was like, you know what? We got to do a pod. Sorry, somebody's gonna miss out.
That man is on Modern Warfare 2 right now.
Oh, see, this is where it gets
in the middle of a match.
This is where it gets tricky, because as a gamer, I understand, but as a podcaster, I don't want to hear that shit. But at the same time, we were trying to get you on one time, and I think Cam saw you on the game live, and he said that you were playing the game like it was pod time.
When? Yes, the other day?
The last time we were supposed to rendezvous, yes.
That's because my shit wasn't working. What you want me to do?
I didn't say anything. He just mentioned it, and I was like, huh. So now that it's the same thing, I know that's going to be the reasoning for whatever. Okay. Well, we're here. We have topics. We have a full pod to do. So let's get into this, shall we? We can start with the quote of the day. Yes.
Come on, Buddha. Let's hear it.
Buddha. Hey, whatever, girl. All right. So I would like to start the podcast with a nice little quote of the day that I like, that I just found. This account had some wonderful quotes here that I like to just share, and might share to the people every once in a while. So this is from it'll be different apps, but this app is just the one that's today. Black Men's Book. It's an app. I mean, it's an account. Failure brings a climax in which one has the privilege of clearing his mind of fear and making a start in another direction.
Are
That's
you
powerful
snapping?
right there. That's powerful right there. Yeah. Powerful words for your mind, for your soul right there.
I took nothing from that.
All right. Well, that was the quote of the day, and we'll see if that's the first or last, or if I keep on going with that. All right. Let's move on to the topics.
We're not gonna talk about the quote. Like, what does it feel to you? Like, how does it
Oh,
make
you
you
want
feel?
you want to break that? Failure brings a climax in which one has the privilege of clearing his mind of fear and making a new start in another direction. So, what I felt when I heard that quote, it basically means do not be afraid of failure, right? Failure is just an opportunity to start another win. Like you see what didn't work, but instead of being fearful and trying again, just understand that this is a sign that you can go into a new direction and succeed. And succeed where you failed. So don't be afraid of failure. That's what I got from it.
So basically, I get knocked down, and I get up again, and then I'm gonna get you down again. I'm sorry.
Never give up. You can't quit. When you're highly doubted, you just got to keep going. That quote just hit me in the.
Wow, you're using the words. Okay.
You see how I did that? You know what I'm saying? You got to make this shit full circle around here. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I wanted to present it to the podcast today, because I just felt like that just really resonated with the overall message of what we do. What we do and who I am. You know what I'm saying? All right. But yes, quote of the day, we'll continue that and we'll have more topics on it and we'll get more organized with that. All right. So let's get into these topics. We've been gone for a while, so I'll start with you. Where do you want to go?
Hey yo, that 3-year-old was driving the shit out of that Ferrari. I'm letting you know.
Oh yeah, the viral clip of the young toddler in a car seat driving. How was he able to get the reach the pedal and the brakes and shit?
That Ferrari, I think, has it on the handles.
He was using the panels on the side. I saw that.
Yes, he's a son of a NASCAR driver. I can't remember which one was. But that's in the genes, boy.
I mean, yeah, he can drive a car. He can drive a stick shift. I mean,
That's not sick.
I mean, you know what I mean. Like that is not going to be the standard of driving cars right now. But as a 3-year-old, he's driving it in a very secure, safe, well supervised track. He won't be in the streets doing that.
I don't know.
So,
First of all, I ain't letting my kid drive my goddamn Ferrari.
you're not letting you're not?
No.
Why? Aren't you a safe driver?
Well, Pete won the car.
Wow. Well, I guess the father of this child can say the same thing. When he's in the car by himself, he's driving recklessly, but he still has the confidence in his 3-year-old son to drive a Ferrari.
That boy was by himself in that car.
So what, you feel like he was going to drive different if his father was in the car?
No. I'm just saying.
This is a very specific video where this specific person is in a profession where he can have his son do this. This is not something that is goals to have your toddler learn how to drive. Not even a Ferrari, but any car or expensive vehicle. Like this is cute for him and his family, not for us to be like, ooh, let's try this on my son or daughter. No.
First of all, why are you letting your son drive a Ferrari? I don't know.
You just said it was in the genes.
All right, but he's 3.
Just get him started early.
Mm-mm.
Come on, no. See, that's
Like,
why I
what
said.
made you want to be like, hey, yo, let's put this car seat right here real quick? Nah, I don't.
Mm. Well, that's easy, Whitley. When you have money and access, and you have a type of life where you don't have to worry about the mundane things like regular folk, you can do things like reward your 3-year-old son, or challenge your 3-year-old son to drive a Ferrari, because
Nah.
the regular things that he has to worry about for regular 3-year-olds is not it's not the regular. So he can do other things like, see if his son can drive a Ferrari at 3 years old.
That's not the point I'm making.
Well, if we want to be serious here, I feel like there were a lot
You
of
should know by now on these topics of children. I'm always serious.
well, I'm saying, Whitley, I feel like there are a lot of test drives without the camera on before.
You always bring up the fact that they're rich. What does rich got to do with any of this?
Okay, let's take off being rich. Let's just say that this is not the first time that he's done this, the child or the father letting the child drive the Ferrari. And there were a lot of practice runs before he did a perfect run that we saw. So
he was going out the lines a little bit, but I ain't gonna say nothing.
I mean, I'm gonna say that wasn't his first time doing it. I would say that.
Yeah.
I don't think that was his first time doing it, nor do I think that was the first time he drove the car. The child drove that track the first time. Like, it was all rehearsed in a way to where I can record my son doing this without any type of harm. Now, that's a lot of confidence still, but I think that's where a lot of practice came in. A NASCAR driver in the Pee Wee leagues, then this is unnecessary. Unless there is a NASCAR driver for the Pee Wee leagues, then this is absolutely appropriate.
Is there though?
Well, this is where things get international, right? I don't know if the man that we're speaking on is a NASCAR driver in America, but if he is an international F1 driver, then there are a lot of things that go on in that F1 racing community that starts with young children. So, like any sport. So, yeah, it might be the same thing as Ronaldo. It might be the same thing as Simone Biles. When they have kids and they decide to go into that field at a very young age, there are things that come with it that are very dangerous. Now, you are controlling your own body with the tumbles and the jumps, but you could easily break, snap, tear a ligament very easily, especially being on those balance beams and going at very high rates of speed by just your own body. But that's the choice that you made, because that's the dedication that you want. So I say, for the young children, kids, toddlers, damn near even, if we're making this serious, that if you're serious about being a NASCAR slash F1 driver, then get them in there early, as soon as possible. Get them in there. That's great on the resume.
That's great on the resume.
Yeah. I was driving Ferrari at 3 years old. Oh, you are a perfect valet driver. You're perfect for valet. I trust you with everything.
I trust you. Your father who? Yeah. Let me put you on the schedule right now.
Yep. So it just depends what you're doing, but all right. That was fun. All right, let's get to some. Let's go to Blac Chyna, this BBL reduction, get into some foolishness early. So Blac Chyna basically,
I fucked with her. I'm proud of her
for getting this BBL reduction, because I'm not gonna quote the woman, but basically she's saying it's not it no more. I ain't gonna lie. I've been seeing a couple. Cardi B was talking about how she got some reduction out of her.
I had her ass, I think, right?
Yes. So
I think I heard that too.
yeah. So this is starting to become a trend, Whitley. The ladies are starting to. The ladies who were the queens of the BBL are getting some of the BBL out or getting it out entirely. What do you feel about this? How do you feel?
Nigga, I'm finna change my body in 2 weeks. What you talking about?
Well, this is for health and things that require, like what you got going on is more of a health requirement, right? It's more under health. These ladies do it for cosmetics and strictly for cosmetics. So, but what I'm saying to you, because you're getting surgery soon and it's for health reasons, you're seeing the women who did it for cosmetics and was saying that this is the shit and this is what they're championing. And now that they're taking it out after a whole lot of years, what does that say to the message that they were sending?
That they ain't gotta change their bodies.
But the cuts have already been made. The incisions have already been on your body. Who is going to heed to this message except for the ones who already did it and now they have to do the same? Wisen up, ladies, please. Do not let these false idols make you do things that is not for you, because obviously it wasn't for them. And they have the money and resources to just take out a BBL because they feel like it.
You can't do that.
Some don't. You don't have the luxury of doing that, ma'am. You have to stick it all the way through. So I advise you to think before you make any alterations, unless it's for health reasons, like with health reasons. All right. That's all I had for that. We can throw it back to you.
All right. So this what the fuck is a BWW boneless meat? Oh,
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say Buffalo Wild Wings. They somebody's suing them because it's just chicken nuggets, but they classify it as, man. If I would have thought of that, I would have get some money.
Buffalo Wild Wings admits their boneless wings are not real wings after being sued by a Chicago man saying they're actually children chicken nuggets. It's true. A Chicago man filed a lawsuit against the chicken wing chain last week for false advertising, saying the boneless wings are overpriced since they are basically chicken nuggets. He alleges in the lawsuit against Buffalo Wild Wings and franchisor Inspire Brands, etc., that the boneless wings are just slices of chicken breast meat deep fried like wings, and that customers would either pay less for the boneless wings or not purchase them at all if they knew what the product was made of. This clear-cut case of false advertising should not be permitted, as consumers should be able to rely on the plain meaning of the product's name and receive what they are promised, the lawsuit stated, according to Fox television stations. Buffalo Wild Wings are sarcastically confirming the allegations in the lawsuit while also revealing well-known facts that other foods they sell do not contain what is included in the product's name. It's true. The restaurant chain tweeted on Monday, "Our boneless wings are all white chicken. Our hamburgers contain no ham. Our buffalo wings are 0% buffalo." So what? So like this is like the same thing when the guy or the girl, whoever, got hot coffee from McDonald's, spilled it on themselves, and then sued McDonald's for saying that it was hot because there wasn't a label on the cup.
Yeah.
Like, yes, you are 1000% right. They do not say what they say, but you know that coffee's hot, motherfucker. Obviously.
You know.
And Well, see, this is where I guess the man has a case in this lawsuit. You know, Buffalo Wild Wings boneless chicken ain't real motherfucking. What? Well, come on, bro. Like what? That's why I don't even get boneless wings. I pay extra for bone in.
Yeah, I was about to say I pay extra for flats.
Like I don't play with them with that boneless. I really don't. Like the boneless can miss me. And even when, I mean, now here's the thing: when boneless is presented, I'll eat it. I'm not stingy like that. But like the way that I view boneless is somebody like an actual person physically going in, taking the chicken wing and taking the bone out, and then just smushing it back together. I'm like, what did you? No, you just defiled the chicken more than it needed to
I
be
mean,
defiled.
I was about to say chicken's already getting defiled. If you knew how people cut up a chicken in 8 pieces, I love cutting up a whole chicken into the pieces that they are supposed to be, like the tenderloin, and all that stuff. This is so much fun.
I would have more appreciation to have my chicken wholly and I can split it apart, like Whitley's saying, rather than I see pieces of no. So yeah, I hope this man from Chicago gets I don't know, it didn't say the amount he was suing for, but I hope he wins because yeah, we'll make sure that they're being very technical in what they're selling because it's overpriced boneless wings.
Chicken nuggets, overpriced chicken nuggets.
Thank you. Overpriced chicken nuggets. Thank you. Thank you. Got it. False advertising. All right. Yeah, your turn again.
What?
Is it? Or I can go again. That's all right. Let's see.
That was my boneless thing, you fucking fool.
Oh, my bad. My turn. uh, do you wanna get into music or do you want to get into serious darkness like you like to get into? Do you want to just get into your darkness? We're about 30 minutes in.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna switch this over to Whitley because she has a couple of topics that she just wants to lay down, and I'll clean it up with my own. But this is the darkness of the pod here. We're gonna get a lot of dark.
I just talked about how I love cutting up a chicken. I don't think it gets any darker than that.
I didn't look at it that way, but now that you mention it, sure, it segues right to what we're getting into. So go ahead. Which one do you? Which story? Which heinous story do you want to get into first?
Hey man, did you see where that pet monkey fatally? Yeah, that monkey ripped off that girl's ear like it was a piece of paper.
That is the headline that I saw. See, this is why I do not like those little videos you be sending me thinking they're cute because it has music behind them. It's not. That shit is not real. That shit's not real. Not real. I literally talking to Max at the studio and he was showing me a video of a monkey getting groomed, right? He was like, yeah, the monkey was in a tub getting his hands, manicure, getting combed by his hair, just enjoying life. And it was really cute. It was really funny. And but see, this is where we get serious. We want to get dark. What if the animal really gets accustomed to that type of catering and grooming? And he's like, hey, keep on going.
It's past 5 o'clock. Why the fuck I ain't got groomed yet?
And then it's a problem. It's a problem. That comb is going in your nose because it don't.
He said the comb is going in your nose.
Because now you playing, and this is where I don't know why this woman was this close to this animal, but this is what happens when they strong. All right, it don't take nothing for them to kill you in 2.5 seconds. They allow you to touch them and be on their best behavior because this is so interesting because this reminds me of Nope. If you've never seen Nope by I always mess up the director's name, but you know who the director is. Nope. The monkey was not. All it took was that monkey to have a balloon pop the wrong goddamn way for it to go back to what he was supposed to do, and he turned shit up and killed everybody.
I don't even know what the hell you're talking about, but I need to watch that.
Wow. Nope. If anything, that was the movie that nobody wanted to watch because they thought it was weird with the alien and shit.
Oh, I'm not watching that shit. Never mind.
See, there you go. But yeah, it reminds me of that. So what did she die? Was she able to live?
I mean, you could live without an ear. Clearly, I just seen somebody on TikTok that had no nose, and she just has an opening right there where the nose is supposed to be. I lost it. I was like, she has no nose. Where is her nose? Literally, it's nothing but cavity. Like, you can live without an ear.
Yeah, but you just no the trauma of being mutilated in such a way is very extreme. So yeah, you just be careful, guys. Be careful because listen,
I want these damn exotic pets and shit.
These animals are not your friends. Okay.
I ain't gonna lie, I want a bobcat, but it's okay.
Okay, and felines are the worst because you cannot domesticate a feline. You can't even domesticate domestic cats. Domesticated cats aren't even domesticated.
I was gonna say they're not even domesticated. Nah, I really want jellyfish. I'm gonna get me a jellyfish.
So you would like to get an aquarium?
Yeah, I want a jellyfish.
Oh, that's interesting. That's different. Okay, well, you're not going to be swimming with the jellyfish.
No, not yet until I get my license.
How big? Where do you want the jellyfish in your house so you can swim in there?
I want a little mini jellyfish. They have them. You can get them.
Ma'am, the smaller the jellyfish, the more potent their toxins are.
I'm not sticking my fucking hand in there.
It's not about sticking your hand in it. It's oh my gosh, I'm losing brain cells as I'm forgetting this word. Their stems, that's probably not the right word, but
tentacles.
Thank you so much. The smaller the head is, the longer the tentacles usually are. And the smaller the jellyfish, the more dangerous it is. That's because the longer the tentacles are. Now, I'm only saying that because I just am I'm very fond, not in a very good way, but very fond of toxic and very dangerous creatures. And jellyfish are ones that I definitely know about. And I know for sure that the smaller they are, the more deadlier they are because the longer their tentacles are. And you don't see them. Therefore, you do not see their tentacles. And when you interact with them, they just go ballistic. And, I've never been stung by a jellyfish, nor do I want to, but I just want to I want to steer clear of all those type of animals. The jellyfish, the pokerfish.
Actually.
The lionfish.
Actually, unfortunately, size and shape are not necessary indicators of whether they are dangerous. However, scientists believe that there may be other ways to tell how much a given sting may hurt. I think their stings are stronger. They're just not.
Dangerous. I mean dangerous because the smaller they are, you can't see them. So you have a harder. So, you're right. In terms of species, in terms of jellyfish, it varies. But the smaller the jellyfish, the longer the tentacles. And you can't see it. So when you run into it or run into them, it's not a good day. Especially you can't really see where it's at and where it's coming from. So I say that with those. I say that with puckerfish. I say that with lionfish. These are the things that you just do not want to interact with or step on accidentally or touch because it's just going to be a very bad day. Very bad. Say it again.
I said, do you see what I sent you?
Let me see what we have here.
The tank will be like that. Enclosed.
That is not the right Instagram.
No, I sent it to your phone.
All right. Oh, it looks like a little lava lamp.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of mass. I'm thinking of mass huge, like you got a big old aquarium in the middle of your living room. Like I'm thinking of MTV Cribs type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no! I just want a tiny little jellyfish thing.
Like you got jellyfish and sharks, and you know what I'm saying? You just in the
What the
piranhas.
fuck?
You saying I'm
Ooh,
about
a
to take
shark.
a little swim, take a little dip. I'm like, damn, that's how you coming?
No, that's not how we coming. Fuck.
You know what I'm saying? All right, well, you know, just trying to see where your head's at. But yeah, jellyfish, pet fish, not my thing. But rock on in the free world.
I just want 3 jellyfish so I can see them floating and changing colors in my tank.
Well,
That's the problem with this damn world. Everybody's trying to domesticate shit that shouldn't be domesticated.
yeah.
I don't care. I want jellyfish, goddammit.
Well, the point of having a jellyfish or any exotic creature is just to say, hey, I have this, not to do anything to help the environment. You're just flexing.
I don't want to flex. I want to actually like sit there and watch it.
Oh, that's going to be your new episode. That's going to be your new season to binge the jellyfish.
Yeah, like I could literally sit there. I feel like watching jellyfish is like the most peaceful shit ever. Like you could just sit there and watch it float up and down, and float up and down, and up and down.
Okay, if that's what you're into, sure.
It's therapeutic.
Listen, if that's what you're into, then who am I to stop you from having a wonderful time with the jellyfish? Now, since we're still in water and we're in water territory, let's talk about this ghost submarine found floating with two dead bodies and 87.7 million worth of cocaine.
Yo, that was a drug deal gone bad.
On Sunday, a ghost submarine floating in the Pacific Ocean was found with 2 dead bodies and 87.7 million watts of cocaine. Colombian officials say the 49-foot-long submarine had 2.6 tons of cocaine on board. In addition to the 2 deceased, 2 other survivors needed immediate medical attention. Once the illegal device was located, military personnel found 2 individuals in poor health outside the vessel, said Colombia's Ministry of National Defense. Apparently, there was an incident inside the semi-submersive due to the generation of toxic gases from the fuel. The 2 men were treated and transported to a nearby vessel where they were given the necessary medical attention to safeguard their lives. The statement added that the survivors, the corpses, and the cocaine were
That's one hell of
brought.
a sentence.
They were brought to the Technical Investigation Corps of the Attorney General's office. The Navy's attempt to stop the drug trafficking were praised by the Colombian government, which claimed that it kept more than 6 million doses off the black market. Additionally, the authorities released a video of the moment of officers boarding the partly submerged boat and laid out the numerous cocaine bricks they had just discovered.
Hey, yo. Wait, so there was 2 dead and 2 survivors?
Yes, 2 dead. Let's see. Where was the quote? The quote was 2 survivors, 2 corpses, and 2.6 tons of cocaine. Yes. So apparently the Colombian government is giving a lot of high praise to the American government of how they were able to retrieve this vessel that stopped these drugs from getting on the black market.
You okay?
Justice was served.
You okay?
We will now confiscate the corpses, the survivors, and the cocaine, and see if we can get more information. Don't wait up on the cocaine, though. Don't wait up on the cocaine. You might get a statement from the survivors saying that they're okay and they're alive and they're probably
Them niggas going to jail.
doing some type of time because they were obviously involved in something illegal. But the cocaine, don't you worry about that. Don't you worry about that. That is secure. Don't worry about that. We got that. Let's focus on these survivors and what they say, because it's all about human life at the end of the day. Not buying it, Whitley? Well,
You saw how quiet I was.
I understand. I understand. We can get right into the next one, which is the Minnesota nuclear leak that they have. Let's see here. I just had it on my phone.
Officials are monitoring the cleanup of local nuclear power plant in Minnesota after 400,000 gallons of leak of radioactive water. The leak was discovered in late November. November? However, state officials did not notify the public until Thursday. Wait a minute.
Wow.
November when?
I'm going to say November of last year.
Know there was a fucking leak? This is last year. Are you oh, hell no. I'm so glad I don't live there.
According to Xcel Energy, the utility company responsible for the leak, the spillage has been fully contained on site and has not been detected beyond the facility. The leaked water apparently contains levels of tritium.
Tritium. Man, it sounds like some goddamn...
a byproduct of the production of electricity by nuclear power plants that emits low levels of radiation. This leak has been stopped and has not reached the Mississippi River or contaminated drinking water sources. The Minnesota Pollution Control Agency said in a statement on Thursday, there was no evidence at this time to indicate a risk of any drinking water wells in the vicinity of the plant. November, December, January, February, March. So it's been 4 months, about 5, and that this leak has happened in Minnesota, and they are
saying there's no permanent damage.
400,000 gallon leak of radioactive water.
Cap. I call Cap. You know why? Because what is that? Columbine? Was it Columbine? What the fuck is it? Chernobyl? What the fuck? Is it Chernobyl?
I'm sorry, what are you trying to say right now?
That place that got bombed with that nuclear bomb. Chernobyl?
That was in...
Is it called Chernobyl?
I want to say, I'm going to look it up. Yes, go ahead.
But that place literally still has radioactive waste, and it was a bomb. Bombs don't even last that long. This shit has been leaking for 4 or 5 fucking months. You telling me this shit? Okay, you cap. I don't give a fuck how low level radiation it is. It don't matter. That shit touched the soil. Shit around it grows. Bruh. Who the fuck are they playing with right
now? They're playing with the American people. That's what they're doing. Nuclear. I mean, I don't have to look up the case about nuclear. We don't have to look up in detail about what nuclear atomic bombs do to things and places. So when we do it,
it literally messes up human body systems, like babies with 2 heads, all that stuff. Like,
yes, this a lot of and see, the thing where it gets a little tricky is let's believe the government for a second and say that none of the water got outside of the parameters of the plant. They were swift and very on the job with containing it. The way that it was contained, I would assume people had to do that. So that means that there are workers who are inside the radiation zone handling the situation, therefore getting infected or or getting some type of radiation on them. Yeah, you can have all the best suits in the world, but you don't really plan for having leaks or active radioactive. Oh, that's a
radioactive.
no, but I was trying to say active radioactive, because see, there's a thing called half-life, right? When it comes to nuclear and atomic atoms and things like that. So, like you said, when these molecules go off, the longevity, the long-term effects of these is years, decades, right? And affects everything around it for a long period of time. So even if it's not a huge exposure, any exposure is still going to affect you. Maybe not in a big way, but some way, because you were around it. So I say all that to say, you had mad people trying to contain this. Where are they going when they go? Where are they going after this? Home, to the people, to the public. And I don't want to, I'm trying to put this in a very fairy tale way, but these people are coming back in force to handle this problem. So that is a lot of radiation exposure to these people. So even if they are not, the water is not reaching out in the people who are around the actual waste, unfortunately, radiation has no, what is it? It does, there's not like a simple way. You don't have to drink it. You don't have to, just being around it, simply being around it in the vicinity already fucks you up, right? Especially high level. So I just hope that the drinking water is already like a scary thought, but just having people around it to fix it and going back into the public with it, like those select few people, they need to be very, very, very cautious and very critical on how they handle themselves when they leave all those workers. Anybody who's been around it for the last year or 2 years. No, I'm gonna say for the last year. No, I'm gonna say the last 2 years, because even when everything's contained, you're still exposed to radiation. It's hard, bro. Like, I would just say you gotta be really safe. So yeah, people up in Minnesota, people up in Michigan, man, like y'all stay up, man, because those effects are going to be shown a lot later in life, and it's going to be very unfortunate to those people that were exposed to it. Yeah, it's going to be bad.
I think Mulatto live up there.
Yeah, I think you did. I think you did say she lived up there, and you didn't say Wisconsin.
I forgot.
Well,
one of them M's.
Yeah, we'll get back with Mulatto on that. She's a listener. She needs to be a listener of the podcast. Talking about Mulatto on the damn pod. So get her ass on this damn thing and start talking and listening. All right. Shout out Mulatto, love you, girl. You need to kill more shit in Fortnite.
Kill more shit in Fortnite.
All right. Let us finish this with the RIPs. Then we can get back to some more foolishness. Since we've been gone, we've had obviously people pass every day, life is always going to go, but two names specifically that I want to shout out. Bobby Caldwell, which really fucked me up because I listen to his shit all the time. Bobby Caldwell and Lance Reddick. And if you don't know who Lance Reddick is, he's the actor who is in John Wick. He was basically the black guy who was always at the counter. If you don't, Law and Order.
Wait, is it Law and Order? I think it's something
else. No, not Law and Order. Not Law and Order.
The Wire.
There we go, The Wire. Also, and if you're a gamer, you know him for being the voices in Destiny.
Is he really?
Yes. He's the blue guy, like from the very, 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 he's the narrator of the damn thing in the beginning.
Oh.
If you when you hear his voice, you'll know, I know it's him. So he was very active in a lot of spaces, not just film. He was in gaming and other stuff like that. So RIP to those gentlemen. Unfortunate that they passed. I know Lance Reddick passed at 60. Bobby Caldwell, let's see.
71.
71. Thank you, Whitley. Bobby passed at 71. So,
Hey,
yeah.
yo, real quick. Who the hell is Bobby?
Bobby Caldwell?
Yeah, man. Do I
Um,
know a song? Do I know a song? Like, I'm
yes, you
confused.
do. Yes, you do. You do know a song by Bobby Caldwell for What You Won't Do for Love. I guess you
You got to
wonder
sing it.
where I've been.
Oh, hell. He's white?
Yes, he's white.
Holy shit.
Now, see, that is okay, Whitley, because his voice, he's one of them. He is one of them where, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Because you wouldn't know if you didn't look him up either.
I had to look his ass up.
Yes, That's all I can say. He's him. Him and Michael McDonald.
Michael McDonald? Who the fuck is that?
My goodness. Whitley, you know who Michael McDonald is. I keep forgetting we're not in love anymore. Well, he's white too. But all right. But yes, RIP to Bobby Caldwell, RIP to Lance Riddick. Yes, family, friends, support system, all of that, love and prayers and thoughts. All right, let's get back on the foolish tip. Cam is not here, so I'm gonna skip all the sports stuff. So
Why? Why would you say Why would you say foolishness? I automatically looked at T. T-Pain.
I knew because that's where we're about to go. Because I can't. The sports stuff is not. Cam is here. That's what we pivot to our sports section. He's not here tonight, but it's fine. Yeah, let's get into this foolishness. Music. This is how we're gonna end it. These last two topics on music. Yeah, I think we said either on a previous episode on the podcast or maybe off the podcast that T-Pain had an album that was coming out. I want to be correct in presenting this before I say what I have to say. Because
That's not an album, bro.
No, we are going to get into this correctly. On top of the covers, that is the album that T-Pain put out. He put out today, actually, March 17th. So I listened to it. We listened to it. Me and Whitley did, because I was on the phone when I was listening to it. Now, I thought that this was going to excuse me. I thought that this was going to be him covering songs. I got that from the title. I got that from just what he does. So I was like, okay, he's going to probably cover some songs, or he might just be making a soothing R&B album because of how the album looks and, the play on words. So then I go to the track list, right? A Change Is Gonna Come, Don't Stop Believing, Sharing the Night Together, Scrangs, Stay With Me, Tennessee Whiskey, That's Life, War Pigs. Now, when I looked at this, I was like, those are very interesting names, very, very reminiscent names, but let's just give it a listen. I play track number 1, The Change Is Gonna Come. Now, I am going to be open to how you begin your album. I know that sometimes people don't always start the best way with the first song, so that's why you give the rest of the album a listen. But this was not how I thought he was going to start the album off, but that's how we started off the album. And I was like, okay, that's not for me. Next track, Don't Stop Believing. Now, I'll be honest with you guys. If you've heard this album, you know where I'm going with this shit. So if you don't know, listen, so you'll know where I'm going with this shit. I did not think he was going to do this. I did not think he was really, really going to do this. When I heard this song, I was like, okay, he's joking. He's joking. He's really not going to do this. And damn it, on Don't Stop Believing, he did. He actually fucking did. He did. These are covers of old songs back in the day. So we're going to keep it pushing. Didn't like any of these songs, by the way. Sorry. Sharing the Night Together, didn't fuck with it. Scrangs, I don't think that has vocals. I think that's him on the piano, or that's him on the instrument. So at this point, and Whitley's gonna understand what I'm saying. At track number 5, Stay With Me, I'm already disappointed. My face told it all. Whitley already knew I was upset. So when I see Stay With Me, in my head, I'm like, I know damn well he's not about to do what I think he's about to do. I know he's not about to do what I think he's about to do. Ladies and gentlemen, he did exactly what I did not want him to do. He did a cover to Stay With Me by Sam Smith. Now, I didn't think I needed to hear that song, but I played it.
Yeah, he's already sung that song though. Back in 2020. That's how I knew it was that song, because he did it as the Masked Singer. I'm thinking those are the songs he did as the Masked Singer.
You're right. You are 1,000% correct. I remember seeing that episode, and he did do that. He did.
I think these are all songs. These might be songs that he did as the Masked Singer. What was it said? Don't Stop. What?
Don't Stop Believing.
Oh no, I think it was Don't Stop Me Now by Queens.
Well, I'm glad that you said that, Whitley, because I forgot about him being on The Masked Singer. And that show, if you guys don't know, is where celebrities, artists, whomever, are dressed up as big costume monsters, and they singing songs, and the people have to figure out who they are behind the mask. So T-Pain, did he win that one?
I think he did win,
because T-Pain did a very, very, very good job. Like, nobody knew who he was, or nobody really figured.
T-Pain shocked millions of viewers with his monster win to cap the first season of Masked Singer.
Yeah, he did his thing, because he was singing songs that people like. He kept throwing curveballs at people. He was like, bro, who is this guy? So that's very true.
That nigga was singing with no auto-tune. He was like, I don't need auto-tune.
That's very true.
He can literally carry a tune.
That's very true. Okay. I'm all right. I'm glad that Willie brought the Masked Singer into this, because that does bring a whole lot. That brings a way different perspective on this album. But still, damn it, the hell. So
Say
it again.
I only said that because I knew when I heard it, I was like, he's already sung this, and I already like him as he sings this. I was like, I know I heard this somewhere. I was like, where did I hear this from? Then I remember him like in a blue costume with his head sticking out. And I was like, it was the Masked Singer that he was singing this shit on. And I was like, maybe the entire album is the Masked Singer.
That's very true. And you're right. You're very right. That's one of the songs. And now that you mention it, him doing this is not outside his wheelhouse, because he did this on The Masked Singer. So yes, very dope, very awesome, very creative. Once again, and even though I started with hate with this album, it's not for me, and I just wish you would give us some bangers that I can thump in my car. That's all I'm asking.
You saying that he's a Rihanna right now? When's the last true banger that you had T-Pain bumping in your car? Let's take a look.
To be completely honest, now that we're here, his last album, One Up.
You like that?
One Up was a very good album. That was his last solo album he put out in 2019, and that was very good.
I think it was good. I think I did like that album.
Yeah. One Up was very good. That had Goat Talk with him and Lil Wayne. Yeah. That was a good album.
I was like, I think I like that one. That's what I like.
Yeah, no, and that is why I started off the way I started off. I thought T-Pain was going to continue his sound of just breaking it over the top of our heads. You know what I'm saying? Pause. So yeah. What is it? What's that? What is it? I want to be correct. On Top of the Covers, that is the new album that has came out by T-Pain. It is not a hip hop. You know what? This is where I usually do my research, and I didn't. This is an R&B soul album. Ooh, excuse me. So I should have known, but I didn't look. So
This nigga said on top of the cover. Nigga said, let's not go under yet. Let me serenade you. Just for like how long is this? Let me serenade you for 32 minutes.
there is no serenading in that. It is this. All
Stay
right.
with me.
All right. Now I sound like I'm hating now. All right. Let's.
You're all I need.
So after this album, I had to dismiss myself because I wasn't ready for where he was taking me. So I was very taken aback. So Whitley had to introduce me to some new music, some different type of R&B and soul, and I got put on to Anne Marie. I am not familiar with Anne Marie. Whitley put me on to her new project, Tripolar
3.
Tripolar 3. Now, see,
Tripolar 1 is a banger.
Now, here's the thing, right? When I got off the phone with you, I started listening a little bit more. Then I kind of, I got to other shit. But I said earlier, right? Whitley introduced me to this artist, and I listened to Tripolar 3. And this is where I'll tell you guys, as a listener, me personally, I fucked up because I don't like listening to when an artist goes out of their way to make an album, a series of an album or a project. As a new listener, I like to do my due diligence, start from one and get there when I listen to the rest of it. I feel like a movie, a film, any type of franchise, that's how you do it. So you don't get lost in what's going on. So for the third installment of Tripolar, it was okay. It was okay. And I'm only saying that because I haven't listened to Tripolar 2 and I didn't. And Tripolar 1 was very good. I like Tripolar 1.
Very good. I love that. I love it.
So I understand how that goes personally, when you have, especially when you're making a project and you're not thinking about a second or a third, you're just making it to just release energy, release what you got, and it's just genuinely raw and beautiful. So the first one was definitely where she went crazy. The second one is as an artist getting ready to make his second installment of certain projects. I know that's the one where you're just like what you said with the first and the second one is where you really gotta show your ass. The third one is more of like a victory lap.
I don't even. I feel like after the first, the only one that can do this is Lil Wayne, and is at 6. He's at 6.
But see, I would never want any artist to go like past 3.
I say 2. Artists should never go past 2. But Lil Wayne can do whatever the hell he wants.
Okay.
I'm biased as hell when it comes to Lil Wayne. I just noticed that on this pod.
It is great. I love Lil Wayne too. But see, we have to be objective in these music conversations because I personally do like I like series of music. So when people have a certain vibe that they go for and it went really well, when they go out of their way to make a second installment, I run to it. So Lil Wayne is, the most notable with the Carters. My personal favorite is Meek Mill with his Dream Chasers, right? That's like mixtape era. Some people don't really go and make a second. They'll just make another project that plays on the first one or play on words like Logic, where he did Under Pressure versus No Pressure. You know what I'm saying? That's the second installment of that album. Logic is another one with the Young Sinatras, right? So certain artists that go, okay, wait a minute, how do you feel? You like Young Sinatra 5? You're young, so is Logic in this space where you give him grace?
Let me go back. Let me take a look real quick.
Bobby Tarantino.
No, I was about to say it's Bobby Tarantino that has the most, I think.
No. Young Sinatra it's Young Sinatra 5. That's his most recent installment, Young Sinatra's.
Hold on.
So yeah.
There's only 2 Young Sinatras.
There's only 2 Young Sinatras.
Yes, it's called the Young Sinatra Collection, Volume 1, and there's Young Sinatra 5.
Okay. Well,
That's I'm like, there's more Bobby Tarantino's than there is
Young Sinatras. Okay.
3 of those, and I love every one of these motherfuckers.
So there is an art to making a series when it comes to a project, right? Especially if you're telling a story. Like Lil Wayne wasn't telling a story; he was just getting on tracks and just spazzing, right? So that's the anomaly here. I don't want to compare anyone else in this conversation with Lil Wayne because he is an anomaly. But every other person who does these things,
He is not a human being.
That even has a second installment, right? I would like for him. I would even like for that to have it if he did a Not a Human Being 3. That would be dope, right? So there's just certain spaces where people can make a second, a third, and it doesn't lose quality. Now, if we're going to talk about Lil Wayne, I don't want a Carter 6.
It's too late. He's already making it.
I meant a Carter 7.
Oh.
Like, that is no. I'm good.
You good?
And see, we can get off of the Carters, right? Because he has the Drought 5, right?
Do you think Drake could do a series?
He not now. I think it's a little bit too late.
I don't think. Yeah, if Chris Brown would have done it a long time ago, he could have done one. Like, he could have fucked that shit. He could have did that shit well, too.
Yeah, I mean, some people don't necessarily do a second. Like, they don't, like, well, not Chris Brown. I'm thinking of maybe like The Weeknd, right? He didn't have albums that were 1, 2, 3, but
he had volumes.
Yeah, like House of Balloons. Oh God.
I'm finna listen to Old Weekend. I'm listening to Old Weekend Trilogy. Trilogy is called Trilogy.
Well, no, Trilogy is all 3 of them together, but the actual albums individually.
I'm gonna be totally honest with you. That is the only time I will listen to an entire album of The Weeknd.
That's fine.
I'm sorry. Because Trilogy just does something to me every time. Every song on there is a banger.
Yeah, Thursday, House of Balloons, and Echoes of Silence. So those 3 pieces, those individual pieces are that is Trilogy. All of that is Trilogy, and that's not a 1, 2, 3 thing. Like, I mean, well, it is a 1, 2, 3 thing, but it is not. Well, actually, to be completely honest with you, because I was heavy on those projects back then.
I was heavy on Trilogy. Heavy.
There is a sequence. Like, there is a sequence that you do listen to those albums because if you, for the true day one Weekend fans, we know how he gets down in these 3 projects that we're speaking on, and if you really know, it's really one big song.
Exactly. Yes.
Like, because you can have your individual songs that you like in the middle of the album, but that is let me see. Thursday, House of Balloons, and Echoes of Silence are the definition of you got to start. Just press play and just press play.
Literally, that album you just press play from the beginning, and it literally runs through. Like, that is my favorite go-to album if I'm just like vibing in my room, bro. That or what's her name? Her. I'm sorry. Her is another one. You know I love her.
Yeah, no. These are artists that give that sound that very, very dark but still like vibey. So yeah, no. The Weeknd he's far removed from this version that we're speaking on. This was damn near 10, 12 years ago. So, The Weeknd was one that just had that type of trilogy or had that type of installment. Can't think of any others, but the whole point of it, which we all bring back to Anne-Marie with Tripolar, was when artists start making series of projects, to me, it's like an expectation. There's a standard. You know what I'm saying? If you set the bar high for your first installment, when you go to number 2, then obviously you gotta outdo yourself. But the third one is where, you know, I feel like I will take it back to like film and stuff. Wrap it up. Like if you have
wrap it up.
if you didn't get everything you had to say off of come on, bro. Come on, girl. Come on. You don't need a 4 and a 5 and a 6. Like, come on, let it go. Like, let it go.
Let it go.
Like, let that dude go. Can't even get into it. I can't even get into the tripolar deep dive without Cameron. Damn it.
That's because of that one part in the damn song.
I want to talk about that track, but we'll bring it back if Cam brings it up. All right. Series, Trapola, the rest.
I think we're good, yo.
Basketball, yeah, we're good. Ah, wait a minute. Last thing, since we're on music, Rich the Kid speaks on the rap game. Yes, I have Rich the Kid as a topic. I know, but sometimes the world just gives you lemons. You gotta make lemonade.
No, I'm good. Not on this nigga.
Where is it? Oh my goodness, I had it. All right, Rich the Kid speaks on the rap game. This shit getting so burnt out, nobody dropping heat. This rap shit getting so burnt out, nobody dropping heat, nobody supporting each other. Everything feels forced. Nobody knows the next direction for this shit. That's why Rich Forever coming back for everything. It's all organic and too easy.
Okay.
Now, I'm not a Rich the Kid fan. Not really. The last part he can keep. But I agree with a big majority of what he's saying right now.
Yeah, I agree.
That is what I've been saying on this podcast for the last 10 episodes or so. The rap game, the hip-hop game, the rap game, because he's speaking on the rap game, not hip-hop. Let's separate the two. The rap game has been... ain't shit.
It's been dry lately.
Dry as the Sahara Desert. Okay? And it's not even like a big question mark. Why? You know why. Niggas know why. That's why everybody quiet. Because at first, it was cool and popular to talk about all the things that you was doing and how you was doing it on the track and sell for 1 million records. Now y'all seeing what happens when your favorite artist talks that shit, go to jail, his homies ain't real, his homies ain't solid, ratted his ass out, and now y'all don't know what to do anymore.
Honestly, you could blame 6ix9ine for all this shit.
What?
How 6ix9ine fucking ratted everybody out? Yeah, you can blame him for this.
I am not blaming 6ix9ine for this.
I mean, it was the start of the era where everybody started fucking snitching.
Okay. Well, in that case, and this is where I'm not really trying to win over the hood, but that's your fault. That's the hood fault. That's the hood for trying to be hood and thinking that you can just bring anybody in the hood when they not hood. See, I'm not hood, so therefore I'll never be in the hood. But I know when niggas are in the hood, they don't want niggas outside the hood in the hood. You get what I'm saying? So this was a high level of ignorance on the hood's part. I know I said hood like 8 times in like 2 minutes, but if you get it, you get it. Personally, I don't know if music is going to be the same from a rapping standpoint, because the people who really are doing and really are doing illegal activity, there's no longer an incentive to rap that shit anymore, because it's going to get your ass locked up or in trouble. So they're going to find something else to do. So now it leaves hip hop and rap like a bitch that's ran through who ain't got love no more. Actually, last thing we can leave. The rappers who are about that life versus the rappers who live that life. I'll explain. The rappers who are about that life, obviously, you can close your eyes and picture thousands of rappers who fill up that statement. But the rappers who live that life, not like gangster life, but like they're living the life. Those are not the gangster rappers. Like, you be seeing all of like the private islands, you be seeing like the big old festivals, you be seeing all the dope, extravagant shit from certain artists or celebrities, but their target market is luxury, not the streets. So therefore, they're able to get in different spaces in different rooms. Like, there could be person number A who has $100,000 and person number B who has $100,000. Person A likes Rick Ross. So all he listened to, all he wanted to do is have a diced pineapples life. You know, he want to be on the yacht sipping diced pineapples with Ciroc. You know what I'm saying? Whereas person B likes Young Dolph, and they want to have their car and their clothes and their whip and they chains iced out and talk about getting money, nigga. Like, the spaces are just different. And I feel like if anyone hears this, they're gonna chew my ass out, because they're gonna be like, why would you just do that to your Dolph? He dead. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? You get the point I'm making. Like, no, I don't understand. What's the point you making? I need you to elaborate.
I was about to say, I love Young Dolph now.
I know you was about to say. Hold on, wait a minute. You can't just bring up Young Dolph. You gotta explain that, dog, because you really about to get me tight. All right.
No, I knew exactly what you meant. That's how I stayed silent. I was like, yeah. Yeah. I was like, when I was nodding. I was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I got it. Yeah.
All right, now you better watch what you say. The moment you say, when I hear a peep of disrespect, I'm cussing you out. I'm calling Mulatto, and she gonna cuss you out.
Call her Mulatto, and she gonna cuss you out. Listen. Oh, Memphis. That's what it is.
Memphis what?
That's where she from.
Oh, she's good. She's straight.
As soon as you said Young Dolph, I was like, in my head, you said Mulatto and Young Dolph. I was like, oh, that's why I like Memphis rappers. She sends me all these Memphis rappers. So that's okay. If you want to blame my love for Memphis rappers, you better blame Mulatto, because I'd be like, yo, I need some rappers, and she'll send literally like Cocash. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Cocash.
That shit. Cocash, Duke Deuce, all the motherfuckers. Love them. My sister the other day, I was driving and I was playing music out in my car, and she was in there, and she was like, you must really like Duke Deuce. Like, she's like, for the past 7 songs it's been nothing but Duke Deuce. I said, yeah. I said, this is why Tia said you would never be as ratchet as me. Like, when it comes to my song picks, you are not as ratchet as me. You like ratchet shit, but I love this is life. Like,
you know, this is interesting. Maybe on another podcast, but we need to speak on your hypocrisy of racism and your love for niggerish music.
Am I racist?
your racist ideal ways versus your love for the streets and their music.
The streets.
Highly hypocritical of you.
I'm in love with the cocoa. 87.7 million cocoa.
Yeah. All right. I am good for the night. I have nothing else.
Can we go kill people now?
Yes, we can go and destroy these guys in Fortnite, guys and girls.
Yay!
Episode 42. I don't even know if I said the title of the number yet. But number 42.
I am working on something. There is something that I am working on. It's still in the process, because it is a bitch. I don't think this is 42. I think this is 43, to be honest, because of that.
No, honestly, we would be on 45 if we really had our shit together, but it's all right. We are going to keep on moving.
Technically, you guys, this is 43. 42 is gonna take a minute.
Oh no. Okay. I know what you're saying. All right. Okay. So
42 is in the works. It's done already. Just know that. It's just a bitch. I think it's way worse than you guess. Like, I don't like these systems. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I'm gonna have to like find something else. Because
so
I don't like these systems. Anyways,
let's break it down. See, every time we gotta leave, you bring up something else. So we gotta break it down. Listeners, what are they saying? We gotta inform the listeners. So, guys, episode.
I just said I have something coming up. We got something coming up for 42. This is not technically 43. I wanted you to be politically correct. This is 43.
43. Okay. So, 42 will be a bonus episode coming soon. Hopefully 42 will come out before 43. But if it doesn't, then it's fine, as long as it's been announced. But so episode 43. And we will have something in the works. Whitley is definitely stepping up behind the scenes, behind the boards on the Holly Data podcast, y'all. I'll tell y'all right now.
I need Kes to step it up too, because there's something he needs to do. We're gonna talk about this later.
Wow. Okay. Well, you know what?
Let's start with a Y and a T.
All right. We're going to continue this later. We will come back again and see y'all next time. Bye.
Bye.